Today we're diving deep, really deep, into a kind of identity theft that's so much more than a simple fake ID. Seriously, this isn't about some kid trying to get into a bar. We're talking about a professional, highly engineered system that's designed to literally clone your legal identity and, honestly, just take your life apart.
And this quote, it just nails the central threat, doesn't it? It's not just about your data floating around out there. It's about that data being weaponized, put onto a physical document that everyone, and I mean everyone, is trained to trust without a second thought. That little piece of plastic, it becomes a master key, and it's in the hands of a criminal who can now walk, talk, and basically be you in the real world.
Okay, so here's the plan. First, we'll talk about what a professional fake ID really is. Then, we'll get into this creepy idea of a shadow you. We're going to break down exactly how these takeovers happen, why they work so well psychologically, and then, the most important part, we'll build your defense strategy.
All right, first things first, we have to completely change how we think about a fake ID. Just get the image of a flimsy laminated card for a teenager out of your head. The modern version is a professional-grade weapon, and it's used for something called breeder document exploitation, which is basically the first domino to fall in creating a whole chain of legit-looking credentials.
So this is the core of their strategy. A criminal isn't just after one fake ID. That's small time. They want to use a perfect clone of your driver's license, that's the breeder document, to get other very real documents in your name. Think new credit cards, a passport, even access to your bank accounts. It's like they take one seed of your identity and use it to breed an entire fake life that, to the outside world, looks exactly like you.
Okay, so this leads us to the single biggest vulnerability in this whole system. And you know what? It's not technical. It's psychological. It's this belief we all have that as long as my license is right here in my wallet, I'm safe. Well, I'm here to tell you that is an incredibly dangerous myth. And right here, this is the psychological choke point. It's this massive disconnect. You think, I've got my card, I'm good. But the criminal? They've done something we'll call credential decoupling. They've literally separated your data from you. They don't need your actual card. They just need your info to print a new one. So, while you're at work or grabbing coffee, they are out there, actively being you.
So what does this shadow you actually do? Well, they can walk into your bank and empty your accounts. They can open credit cards and rack up thousands in debt. They can take over your phone number, which means they get all your two-factor authentication codes. And maybe the most terrifying part? They can commit crimes in your name, building up a criminal record you know nothing about, all while your real ID is sitting safely in your wallet.
So how do they actually build this shadow you? It's not just luck or some random act. It is a system, a repeatable, well-oiled machine for cloning your identity. And it follows a very predictable path. And if you want to stop it, you first have to understand it.
Let's walk through the playbook, stage by stage. It all starts with them getting your data. Then, they make a sneaky move to control your physical mail. Next, they produce the replica ID. After that, they go use it, they take what they want, and then they just disappear into the cracks of the system, using its own slowness to get away.
Okay, stage one. It all kicks off when a criminal buys your fulls on the dark web. And look, this isn't just your name and email from some minor data breach. No. Fulls means the full package. Name, address, social security number, date of birth, your driver's license number, everything they need to become you. And the scary part is, they can buy the stuff for shockingly little money, all thanks to those big data breaches we're always hearing about.
Now, stage two. Pay close attention because this is the crucial moment. Using that Fulls data, the scammer goes online to the post office or the DMV and just files a change of address for you. And just like that, all your important mail, bank statements, new credit cards, maybe even a new driver's license, is now going to them. You might get a confirmation letter in the mail, think, what's this junk, and toss it in the recycling. That one tiny mistake, that's the sound of the door swinging wide open for them.
All right, stage three is where they create what's called a Frankenstein ID. It gets that name because it's stitched together from real and fake parts. It's got all of your real legitimate data, your name, your address, your license number, but it has the criminal's photograph. And this is not some cheap fake. We're talking a high-quality replica. It looks real, feels real, the security features are all there, and most importantly, the barcode scans perfectly, pulling up your file.
Okay, stage four. The criminal walks into your bank with this Frankenstein ID. And listen, here's where the manipulation flips. The bank teller does their job, right? They ask for ID. The criminal hands it over. The teller looks at it, scans it, and yep, it comes up valid. In that exact moment, the teller's brain just kind of stops asking questions. The ID scans, so the person must be legit. The institution's own trust becomes the weapon used against it.
And that brings us to stage 5, the payday. This is where they cash in. What can they do? Well, they can do a SIM swap pivot. They walk into a phone store, use the ID to get a new SIM card for your phone number, and suddenly they're getting all your security codes. They could open store credit cards and buy thousands of dollars of stuff. They can just straight up empty your bank account. Or they can do something clever, like rent a car in your name in one state and ditch it in another, leaving a legal mess that's almost impossible to untangle quick.
So you have to be asking, why does this work so well? I mean, how is it this effective? It's not just about the tech. The real secret is that the whole system is built to exploit our own psychology. That fake ID is basically a psychological skeleton key.
They are basically weaponizing two things. First, something called authority bias. We're just hardwired to trust official documents. A teller sees an ID that looks right, and their brain just goes, okay, this is legit. The second thing is institutional automaticity. Think of it like being on autopilot. Employees are trained to follow a script, check ID. But the script doesn't tell them to question where that ID came from if it scans correctly. So the security procedure itself becomes the weakness.
And this is just a brilliant and terrifying flip. The very thing that's supposed to be for security, that simple question, can I see your ID, becomes the exact point of failure. The security protocol is how they attack. The criminal isn't even breaking the rules. They're using the rules against the system.
You know, it all boils down to this powerful mental shortcut we all use. You could call it the heuristic of physicality. Basically, we just instinctively trust a physical thing, like a plastic card, more than we trust abstract digital data. We see the card, we feel it, and we just assume it's absolute proof. And that deep-seated belief, that's the foundation this whole scam is built on.
Okay, so understanding how this works is half the battle. But the other half, the really important half, is building your defense. You just can't be a passive bystander with your own identity anymore. So let's get into the concrete, strategic things you absolutely have to do to protect yourself.
All right, here are 5 steps you need to take. Think of it as your personal identity audit. Number 1, and this is the most critical, lock down your DMV portal. I mean, go online today and create an account with your state's DMV. This gives you control. Number 2, turn on USPS Informed Delivery. It's free. You get an email every day with a picture of your mail so you'll know if something's missing. Number 3, just pay attention to your mail. If bills suddenly stop showing up, that is a huge red flag. Number 4, every so often, check your CLUE report. That's for insurance claims, and check your social security record for jobs you didn't have. And finally, number 5, if you lose your wallet or get a notice about a data breach, call the DMV immediately and get your license number flagged.
The biggest takeaway here is a total mindset shift. You have to stop seeing your driver's license number as just some number on a card. You need to start treating it like a leaked password. Treat it with the same care as your social security number. Because it is a key. It's the key that unlocks your identity in the physical world, and you have to protect it with that same level of urgency. Don't post pictures of it online, don't just hand it out. You have to guard the data.
So this really becomes the new mantra for protecting yourself. Your defense can't be passive anymore. It has to be active. It's not about keeping a card safe. It's about you actively monitoring and controlling your data across all these different systems, the DMV, the post office, your credit, all of it. Your identity is verified by what you do, not just by the plastic you hold.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Now that you know your data can literally be peeled away from you and stuck on a new ID card, what's the weakest link in your own personal security right now? And what's the one most important change you're going to make today to fix it?